Preparing?
Manatee, she's still alive.
Is she really?
She is.
Wow.
Well, at least it's still showing that on my YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know how you can just talk to yourself like that for hours on end.
I don't know either. Of course, I was talking to myself earlier when I had computer issues. I was getting madder by the minute, though. I know that. That's for sure. I got to make sure. Yeah, I'm muted.
Looks like Mario is live too.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh, Mario. For some reason, I can't see chat. Where's my chat at? Anyway, nobody's watching yet, but hello, everybody. When you jump in or when you watch this, you'll see me say hello. So, yeah. Well, we talked for about an hour before this, so it's going to cut into what we was going to talk about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we were talking about quite a bit of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, a lot of things happened this week, didn't it?
Yeah, I swear I've never seen as many videos as I do daily now.
Yeah. I was not prepared to see what I saw, but that's for sure.
No, I wasn't either.
And I kind of told you this before when we weren't live that, I don't care to watch. I don't care to see those kind of things, knowing, what I went through with my dad. When he took his life, I was the one that found him. So that was back in 1998. So it's been a long time, but still, that brings back, memories. And then with my uncle, he was murdered. So I went through that whole trial, and I remember my cousin asking me if I wanted to see pictures. And I said, I'll just remember him the way he was. I don't want to remember him that way. So anyway.
Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of the same way.
Yeah.
I hate seeing people in a casket and all that.
Right. Yeah, it was definitely a shock. So I'm trying, how come I'm not seeing my chat on YouTube? Why am I not being able to see that?
Let me see if I can see it.
I'm either
have you went to where you can comment?
Does it say private? Maybe I made it private.
Let me see.
How do you make it not private? Well, it doesn't say private because there's 6 people watching. Can you see
the chat?
You
Yep.
can? Well, for some reason I can't.
Glenna Freeman is in here. Friedman.
Uh-huh.
King Catcher Jim King and Redneck Express.
Well, for some reason I'm not able to see the chat. Huh.
Well, that's not good because you're usually the one that's paying attention. I can't usually see.
Well, I could pull it all up on my phone, I guess. I guess I could do that. It's not the way I would normally do it, but yeah. I can keep track of it that way.
Can't usually see.
Let me turn it down though. Well, I can see chat in here.
Now I'll bring it up again.
Yeah, go ahead.
We talked about it just a little bit ago,
Mhm.
but how Barb says that Pam's been telling her wait until the real solver comes out. Like what does she mean by that? And that's the first time I've ever heard her say it like that.
Yeah. So you're thinking that they've been talking, or just that's just her thinking out loud?
They've been emailing back and forth. And the way Barb makes it sound is that it's somebody other than Jack, or
Well,
maybe,
could she be just making that part up?
well, it just makes me think, like, what does she really know?
And you're talking about Pam, a whisper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, she hasn't shared anything other than what we know, which isn't much. Um, and what is this she says about Jack? How it was just a forced imagination or something like that?
He's as true as the author makes him out to be.
Yeah, yeah. As real as the author makes him out to be.
Yeah. And then, what did she say the other day? She said some stuff in your comments on your last video.
Yeah, she did. I mean, I don't remember what they were,
But it just makes me think, like, whatever. I don't know how to say that. It's just like she knows something. Maybe she knows it's somebody else other than Jack. Even, I don't know.
yeah. But AI, so AI would probably tell you that Jack is the finder, right?
I think it does in a roundabout way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't really asked it too many questions on Jack Stoof or anything.
Hmm. So when you're asking those questions, do you have like an AI software or something, or
Yeah.
yeah, is it
It's
like is it free or what is it?
it's just like a trial thing. Like, it gives you um so many words that you can ask it,
Uh-huh.
and you get like 4 messages. So I could sit there and type something 800 words, and it would
Hmm.
answer everything,
Hmm.
but I only get to do that 4 different times.
Ah,
So I think in each message I might have asked like 5 or 6 questions, but I could have done even more.
yeah. I haven't gotten into the question and answer part of AI, but I have watched some videos on like photography and video AI, what they can do with that stuff. I mean, they can take a video that is a summertime scenery, and within one click, it turns it into winter.
Hmm. So that's pretty
It-
crazy.
that is crazy. And some of the photography stuff that they can do, you can't even you wouldn't be able to tell unless you've been there that that wasn't correct. It's pretty amazing what they can do with just photography and video. But I haven't messed with the word part of it, the question and answer thing, but I'd be willing to pay for something like that.
The thing that I have, it was what, like $70 or something. I don't know if that was just a subscription for a year or just like one flat rate.
Yeah.
It's it seems like it's so smart though. I mean, I've messed around and talked to AI through like different like customer service type AI,
Yeah.
and it's so much different.
Huh.
Like it can tell, like it can almost tell if you're being sarcastic,
Well, we need that around here, that's for sure.
right? It's able to like adjust to the conversation.
Yeah. Huh.
It's really crazy. I know I sent a screenshot to Jason about the conversation I was having with it.
Uh-huh.
Um, I'll have to send it
Stumpy.
to you too. Yeah, gone but not forgotten.
Yeah. Oh, Stumpy is down in he's in the Boot Hills having a little vacation going on. That's where what he's up to.
Hmm.
So yeah. I'm wearing the shirt for Jason. Smoky Mountains. Got Tennessee the Bear on it. Smoky Mountains. He'll know what that's all about.
Are they camping? Or are they staying in hotels?
No, he's not roughing it. He's at a nice resort.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's at a nice resort. He's
You're
got it
telling
made.
me he's pampering himself?
He's pampering himself. Yep.
Oh man. He's probably in a bathrobe with like cucumbers on his eyes right now.
That's pretty good. I like that. Um,
I
he's
hope he's
probably
listening.
he's probably doing a lot of this too.
Oh, yep.
Um, he's having a beer, few beers probably. Speaking of which, I wish I had a beer. I'm out of beer.
What kind of beer do you drink?
I'm not picky. Whatever's on sale. A lot of those IP things I just don't care for too much. So
Uh-huh.
mine's more like Miller Lite, Bud Light, Michelob Light, Coors Light, anything like that. But a lot of times the hops bother me, so I don't go for the higher IP stuff.
Yeah, I just like the light beer. Like when I drank a lot, it was usually Bud Light.
But yeah, I have a lot of allergies, so hops is one of the things that kind of bother me. Not all the time, it just depends on what beer it is, what brand it is. So, so you think so when you were telling me about the Pam Barb thing, I was thinking maybe she was making that up because I don't usually listen to Barb's videos too much, but I did have it on before we got on the phone, and it sounded like she was like dogging Pam, but you said that
Oh,
she was talking about how they were emailing back and forth.
yeah.
Huh, that's weird.
Yeah, they weren't being friendly to each other at all either.
Yeah,
But it seems like, if you're Pam, why aren't you just saying, like it's over? What are you doing? Like it's clearly Jack Stew, you know?
yeah, yeah. So I don't know.
But the way Barb was reading it is that Pam was saying, just wait until the real solver comes out.
Mhm.
Like you're gonna look stupid. That's what it seemed like to
Oh,
me.
oh, okay. I see what you're saying. So it's yeah. I could see that happening. I could see it play out like that.
And
Like
that
when
makes me
you,
think, like, does she know maybe that something's still ongoing? Or is it just simply that Jack is like a stand-in for somebody else?
a placeholder.
Yeah.
So do you remember what I remember when I showed last week on the live where I went to the Wayback Machine and I typed in Jack
Oh,
Stoof
yeah.
and what come up was 67 screen captures for stoof.com.
Yeah.
So that was really Jack Stoof that we know. That was really his website.
Hmm.
Because today on if you go to one cat
Yep.
and you search Jack Stoof on there, you will find several articles. And one of them is his farewell goodbye in 2011. And he, towards the bottom, he says he's starting a new blog called stoof.com. So I thought that was interesting that he actually says it there. You know, something
Did he
else was
have?
interesting. What's that?
He never like posted any of his articles though, did he? What did he never really actually used the website for anything? It seemed.
Yeah. He probably did. There was probably some blogging stuff, but it's all been kind of deleted. It's just like random.
Mhm.
It's just kind of random stuff right now. Well, you pointed out the recliner thing. How odd was that?
Yeah. Well, it was on the same one that had the placeholder.
Yeah. It was a screenshot with the says this is Jack Stoof's website, the greatest placeholder of all time. Then it's got a picture of a guy with one of those recliners that lifts you up out of the recliner real
Looks
slow.
like he. It looks like he's ejecting out of the lazy boy.
Yeah. And we know that the picture of Jack and Forrest, one of the pictures where Forrest is holding the olive jar and he's sitting in the chair and it's got the little eject knob sticking out. You remember that?
Oh yeah.
And then if you look where you know what kind of happened with Forrest at the very end, you know, Forrest in his chair. So did you?
Looks like the last place he was sitting.
Yeah. Did you get sent the police report just out of curiosity?
I've seen it. Yeah.
You saw it? Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I thought maybe you had.
I mean, nothing really stuck out to me.
Mhm.
I don't believe there was any foul play or anything like that.
Mhm.
But I could still see that he could have tried to commit suicide or something. I mean, I wouldn't take that off the table. It's just weird, you see those pictures of the den and you have that chest that's sitting on the desk.
Uh-huh.
His shoes are right like where he probably took them off. I think his glasses were on the desk. His what do you call them? His hearing aids were on the desk.
Mhm.
It's like the drawer was pulled out. It looks like there's a pillow in it.
Yeah, I didn't understand that.
Or what does it look like to you right there in the desk?
Talk about the pillow?
Does it look like a pillow?
Yeah, I think it looks like a pillow. I mean, I don't know what else it could be.
Just makes me think, as much as he talked about, suicide and all that.
Yeah.
I mean, what if he took a handful of sleeping pills or something and
Mhm.
tried to die right there?
I mean, hopefully not, but um, yeah, I don't know.
Not saying that's a fact or anything.
Right, right.
I do find it weird that you can go to the hospital like that
Hmm.
and they don't try and um not revive you, but like does the do not resuscitate, does that mean that you can't go to the hospital at all, or they won't give you any care?
Yeah, that's pretty much the way it is. Yeah.
Just seems like they would have gave him more care before they sent him home to die like that.
Well, um, things have changed a lot in the last, what, 10, 15 years. I mean, they try to get you as comfortable as possible and then they send you home because, most people don't want to have their last hours in a hospital or a nursing home or something. They'd rather be home where you can be with your family. Your family can be with you.
I
Does
do
that make,
understand that, but at what point do you give up,
yeah.
especially for somebody that was mobile and was getting around perfectly fine up to that point.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, we assume that everything was
That is true. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, we don't know because we weren't there and we just kind of take it for what the word is. I mean, it would be a big conspiracy if Santa Fe Police Department and the coroner and all them were lying about what happened. I mean, I'm, maybe a big celebrity, you know, even at that, even big celebrities, they kind of that eventually comes out, what happened. It's not like they do a big
Yeah.
cover up for them. So,
Yeah. I don't think there's any big elaborate cover up or anything like that. I don't think he was murdered or anything.
right, right.
Um,
Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm, I, I don't buy into that. I mean, I don't feel that. Hey, I can see chat now. I had to
and I
jump
gotta
out.
say too,
What's that?
when somebody old like that falls, the bruises that they get are crazy,
Oh yeah, definitely.
you know. So
Yeah, when you get old, you bruise easy. I mean, heck, even I'm 58 now, and I knock my hand or something, I bruise real easy. And then if I cut myself, it seems like it takes forever to heal.
and then they never, they can't move correctly. So when they
Yeah,
fall, they hit hard.
yeah, yeah.
So
You're not agile and you don't have the quickness to catch yourself or
yeah,
anything like that. Yeah. So yeah, people, I was having trouble with my computer earlier and um for like an hour. I was about to go live and then it just shut down on me. I had to start over from scratch. The Galaxy and I was talking on um the phone for like an hour while we were waiting to get this all fixed. So yeah. So I don't think we've ever gotten a notification from Shiloh about the chest that was sitting on the desk, have we?
I know he sent those pictures to Ben. That's
Oh
the
yeah.
only thing
You said
that
Ben
I
got pictures, but I don't think I've seen those. I missed that or something.
Oh, you're not on Discord?
No, I'm not on Discord. Are you on Discord now?
No, I'm not. But they eventually showed them on the YouTube live.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch that. The only part I saw was the Shiloh audio is what I saw. That Ben received right before he was going live.
You know,
Kind of
I,
looking at the
I
chat.
was saying to you that I don't think it doesn't look like a Venetti's that's on the desk. And we seen the pictures of a Venetti's chest, and I don't think that proves for sure that the one on the desk is that same Venetti's chest. You know,
Right.
I think it was Julio that said that he also had a Max Caster chest too.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, I didn't.
just
I've never known that he had a max casting chest. I did not know that. That's new to me.
I didn't know that either.
I I did not know that.
I wish
So
I could
if
remember for sure who said that, but
yeah, if I see her in chat sometime, I'll question that to her.
we're just newbies though, Brian. So
We are newbies. At least I am. I'm not afraid to
yeah,
admit it.
yeah, you are, I guess, but
Yeah.
I've been around long enough.
Yeah. Well, I had a conversation with Jason Dent because it was somebody in the chat was saying that it was a Venetti's from 2019. So I reached out to Jason Dent and he said that the Venetti's, there was one that was donated by Venetti's and given away in 2018. And the person that won it was Barbara Brown. I don't know who that is. But that's what Jason Dent shared with me. So, yeah. And then supposedly Forrest was given a Venetti's as a gift, but he didn't accept it as a gift. He actually paid for it. Is that what you understood too?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And not to mention Venetti's has sold probably, well, we counted them that the other night. I think there was close to 30, wasn't there?
Right. Yeah, maybe 40.
Yeah, 30 or 40. That's a lot of those chests floating around out there.
Yeah. But like that, what was that YouTube channel that showed a picture of both of them
Yeah,
and was comparing the two?
right.
It's like they definitely look so much different, you know.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know what people don't get about that. You know, these searchers that have been in it for so long.
Right. It doesn't have the small detail
Yep.
that the Forest one has, and it almost has like a 3D effect to it, like it's very pronounced. Everything's very pronounced.
But then in other places it's very bland.
Yes, yeah, because they got rid of all the detail,
Yeah.
the small details, the little blemishes, and
Yep.
they got rid of all the blemishes basically, to where it's all nice and smooth looking, clean. The one at the Detroit Museum, that would be one to go visit there. I wish it wasn't so far away because I've got several things going on this summer, but man, it would be cool to make it up to Detroit and get it okay from them to actually view that and actually hold it and see what the weight is of it. I think it'd be kind of cool to see that.
Shoot, if you could make that happen, I'll meet you there.
That would be pretty awesome I don't know if it's on
That would.
display anymore. I bet it's probably not on
Oh,
display
it,
anymore, but I bet they still have it.
yeah.
Yeah. I was telling you about Forrest Chest, how he talks about the person who told him it was Gene Thal. Um, they told him it was thought it was a 12th century Romanesque, like Book of Days, Bible holding chest per se. Um, the one at Detroit Museum, which is about the closest one to it that I've seen, it says it's a casket. I think that's kind of interesting how it goes from a casket to a treasure chest.
Yeah. I agree though. It's the closest thing we got.
Yeah. But it would be cool to actually get to view that and see it. Last week I shared the pictures of the chest. I didn't do such a great job of that. So I'm going to attempt without locking my dang computer up.
Oh.
I'm going to try to share something. Because I didn't do a great job because it was just a collage of pictures. So it's kind of hard to see what was going on.
Uh-huh.
So I redid it, hoping that this would show up better. So I've got them separated out better with some text, so it's easier to justify what I was trying to say, what I was trying to get across, how
Hmm.
the colors of the patina didn't match up. Now, that could have something to do with the lighting. I get that. There's there's optical illusions, in photography. I get it. So share. It's actually going to work without locking up.
I haven't seen it yet. Oh,
It's
there we go.
yeah. So this is what I was trying to get across last week. Is you've got the chest from Heritage. You've got the chest where this is Jack and Forrest. This is the one where Forrest is holding the olive jar, and then the time stamp on Jack's fake Omega watch at the lawyer's office says 1:57-ish p.m. It's around that. So these two chests at the top look pretty dang similar in comparison, as far as
Yeah.
the kind of the color. You would assume that those were, if they showed us those and that's all we had, we'd say, oh, those look pretty close.
Yeah.
And then down here, these are pictures from Jack and Forrest also, where it's sitting on the desk. The timestamp on Jack's fake Omega watch at the lawyer's office says 2:00-ish. It's right around 2:00. Well, these patinas do not look anything like these top patinas. Now, is that the lighting? I don't know, especially this one here. The only way we're going to know that is if Carl would release the video that he says he has. That these pictures were taken from the video. These were still shots. Now, did he give those to Jack? So that's the other thing. These were in Jack's possession, these pictures. So did Carl give these to Jack? I assume he did.
Is that how we initially seen him? Is through Jack?
We'll say that again.
Was that how we initially seen him? Is through Jack?
You talking about Carl?
No, the ones from the lawyer's office.
Well, Carl says he took a video. And these are still pictures from the video. So I'm just going by what's on Carl and Cynthia conversation.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's where I'm going with this. And then over here to the left, bottom left, these are Dan Barbarisi's pictures. And of course, Dan Barbarisi won't give us high resolution pictures because he says he doesn't own the rights to them. The publisher does.
Huh.
Well, you can, this is the same office. How could the patina look so different? Unless these are natural lighting and these over here have been altered. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I agree with you.
Now, could it have something to do with the phone or camera that these were taken from? I don't know. I'm just pointing out that they're different and nobody's willing to show any proof of any of this. This one picture here is not too far off from these over here. Even if, if the lighting was a little different in the room, I get it. But yeah. Anyway, I wanted to do a better presentation of that than what I did last week. So
I mean, I still say that those could all technically be the same one,
mhm.
and it could not be this, or it could still not be the same one that's shown in scrapbook 158.
Yeah. I was going to throw 158 in there.
But there's nothing really to compare it to, That's the only
that
thing.
reminds me, I ran into something today. So where'd I hope we don't lock up here. Oh, here we go. Stop sharing. I lost my mouse for a second. I was like, the last time that happened, my computer locked up. So I ran into something I was going to show you. It had to do with what was going on in chat. They were saying, oh, well, all these little spots and everything look the same.
Oh, yeah.
So let me get that open. While we're talking here, I'll get
My answer to that is even defects can be replicated.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to pull off something like that, you're most likely going to do that too.
Right. Let me see if this works. If we go down, we go down. We're not going back on. Because I ran into something today and I thought it was interesting because it kind of plays into what that conversation was going on in chat the other day.
And plus, yeah. If I'm Fenn,
Mhm.
and that was my whole grand idea is to make a replica, you're gonna make a casting of the original, and every defect in the bronze, like if there's a dent in it, the replica is also going to have a dent. And then when you go to put wood in there, you clearly would have the grain of the wood kind of running the same way. And if there's a little chip out of it, I mean, that's what I would do too, is I would chip it the same exact way.
Yeah.
And then, Fenn was like an expert with patina too, that he could have them both sitting right side by side, and he could just be perfecting the way the patina looked. And
Yeah.
I think he could almost get them identical.
Oh, I agree. So I'm having some good luck, so I'm going to share this. Takes a minute. Can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. So this is scrapbook 158 on the left, top left. And then this is from the Dan Barbarisi picture.
Oh, wow.
So let me blow this up. So you see this how you've got this notch out of the wood here,
Yep.
and you see how this is it's slipped away from
Yep.
the this latch plate. And look along here, it's got a nice gap here. It looks like there's a gap over here.
Uh-huh.
So if you scroll over to Dan Barbarisi's, you've got the gap, you've got this gap, but all this other stuff, notice how nice and blurred it is?
Yeah.
Like, why is
Yeah.
this so blurry? Why is this so blurry?
You know what? It almost looks like the one on the left has like a oak wood, and
Yeah,
then the one on the right is like walnut or something.
something else. Yeah. So
Like,
even this here, look at this here. So you see this nice gap.
yep.
And if you go over here, it's like it's all blurred out, so you can't see it. You can't see any texture there. But boy, they made sure you could see this
Yeah.
and this.
It's like, oh yeah, that's definitely it.
Yeah, don't look
It's
at
gotta
anything
be.
else. Don't look at anything else. And there is this little gap here. They're kind of showing you that little gap there.
Mm-hmm.
But the rest of it, it's like it's all blurred out on purpose.
Yeah, see how pronounced that wood grain is?
Yeah,
And it's like you go over to the right and it's just there's nothing there.
yeah. I mean, you
I
notice,
swear, it looks like it's walnut.
so these coins are nice and shiny and has a pretty good, the resolution's pretty good on them. But everything else is, is crappy looking. It's like they gave you this in a higher resolution than they did this.
Uh-huh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I noticed. I noticed that today or yesterday. I was like, holy crap, I didn't even pick up on this before. Because all of this, is the same resolution. It's obvious. Everything looks like it's supposed to. But over here, you got all this stuff that looks nice and clean, crisp. But then the outside of the chest is all blurred out. You can't see the wood grain or anything. It's like they blurred it on purpose.
Is the dragon bracelet in the left one? It is, isn't it?
Yes, it's right there. Imagine running into this out in the woods. You know it?
Mm-hmm. It's still crazy to me too, if you're Fenn, if you put out the scrapbook 158 photo
Uh-huh.
and make it look like it's amazing on the inside,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
you downgrade it, you take 10 steps backwards, and that's what you end up doing the treasure hunt with. I think it really it makes it, I don't know, like lack in some sort of way.
Right.
It's very, when I first seen that first image, it was very like a lackluster feeling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like there's anything in there that was special to him, you know?
Right. Yeah. And the bracelet wasn't there
Bracelet wasn't there. Yeah.
in any of the pictures that Jack gave us. Not even
Because
through the lawsuit and not the original picture we saw. But I, you know, dealing with a graphic designer, I didn't really pick up on it at first, but I was like, wow, this stuff looks pretty decent. It's popping. It's got pretty good resolution, looks nice and shiny until I looked at the box. I'm like, where's all the detail in the box? I mean, even on the lid up here, just crappy looking. Where's the detail at? Dan?
Huh.
Yes, I'm calling you out, Dan Barbarisi. It's time to give up those pictures. Carl, time to give up the video.
I wish. Hey, look at the indentations that the chest had made on the bottom right corner.
Oh,
Are
up
those
here?
even
That right here?
on the
Oh,
top
yeah.
left photo?
Nothing.
There's yeah, you can't see nothing.
Yeah. Oh gosh, it's so.
And you know why there might be nothing? Because those are two different chests and it never hit that way on that chest.
Yeah, I mean, you can just see how
Everything.
grainy. You can see how grainy this is.
Mm-hmm.
Except for, boy, they wanted you to see this, and they wanted you to see this, but all the rest of it, no, we don't want you to see that. It's kind of like the old ball underneath the cup.
It's almost like they took the smudge tool and just smudged it all the way around the rim of
Yeah.
that.
Oh, and where's the JF at too? Right here. Where's that at?
Come on, Justin Posey. Where's the picture of the one that you have?
Yeah. I mean, just you can just see how they just blurred this all out. Like they just took it into Photoshop and blurred it all out. They blurred it, but you can't see it, except for this right here and right here. And if you want to count this little spot there, okay.
It really does look like it's intentionally blurred, huh?
Yeah, like they emphasized everything in the treasure chest. They wanted to emphasize this. They didn't want you looking at the chest.
You know, I will say if Justin Posey's holding on to that information that proves that it's not the same one as in 158, that would be real messed up.
Yeah, and there's your bead of welding that you talk about a lot. Doesn't look
Think-
like the one over here. Whoops. Whoa. Hey, slow down. Sure doesn't look like that, does it?
That looks like it's bubbled out, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. It's obvious. I need to watch chat. Hey, there's Bill Gorman, Redneck Express, Vista Home. Let Me Be Frank by Shy Guys in here. Nomadic Madman. Hello, Eric. The King is in the house. Robert G's in the house. Oh, there's old Mud Turkey. Sorry, I missed you earlier. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to go over this real quick again because I almost forgot it. My gosh, how could I forget this?
I like what Bill Gorman said, where he says, it was the lure, the quarry was the prize.
Yeah. Yep. So, yeah.
It was the chase they sought, not the quarry. Isn't that interesting?
Hmm. Yep. Yeah. I don't know what else you got there, Galaxy.
You know,
Oh,
that's
should I talk about the 109 thing?
you ought to give that up
Nah, I won't give that up.
next week, right?
Next week, I don't think we're going to go live.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to go live next week. If I do, it's going to be like really short because I know I mentioned it about a searcher meetup. We were supposed to do one in Branson this month, but unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I've just had too much stuff going on. Jason was doing a family vacation and didn't want to interrupt all that. So I've decided that we're going to definitely do the one in the east around Cumberland Gap. We're looking at the weekend of July the 28th. I think that's what I said. July 29th. It's on a
Okay.
Saturday. As far as I know, I don't have anything going on. Jason said he didn't think he had anything going on. So he's trying to make it work. And for whatever reason, if he doesn't come, I will definitely be there because let me open up something real quick. Let's see. So I was gonna. So I've got a couple of giveaways already. I've got a couple of Chaseopolis to give away. I got a couple other things I'm working on. I have my Tossinga game. I'm going to make several of those to give away. So,
Did you get back the Chaseopolis with Jack Stoops' signature yet?
no, I haven't. I'm going to auction that off. No, I don't have that. But Christy and Mike did autograph it. So they were nice enough. I bought one at a very discounted rate, and they gave me another one to so I could use for a giveaway. So we're already going to be in the Cumberland Gap area. As you can tell, I've got my Smoky Mountain, Tennessee shirt on. So it's in the Three Corners area, Kentucky, Tennessee, and Virginia, which is where the Cumberland Gap area is. So I will definitely be there. Jason, I'm pretty sure is going to be there. I don't think you're going to make it, right, Galaxy?
No, I won't be able to.
Yeah.
Busy
So
summer.
even if Jason doesn't make it, I've already told him I'm going whether you go or not. So I will. I've worked on the Facebook event group. I just haven't made it public yet. So I will make that public within the next day or two, and I will maybe go live. If I go live Saturday evening, like late Saturday evening, Galaxy, would you join, or would you? You usually have your kids, though, don't you?
Yeah, Saturday wouldn't be good for me.
Yeah. So if I do, you don't have to join me or anything, but it's just a quick little thing about the searcher meetup. So
Oh, okay.
so that's kind of what it was going to be. I was going to share it here real quick because I'm going to change the name of it. Let me share this real quick. I'll get it up here. Share. So can you see that?
Yep.
Okay. It just popped up. Yeah. So I'm going to change the name of it to Midwestern and Eastern Fin Searcher Meetup, Cumberland Gap area. So we're going to pick a spot right around that area. kind of a neat place. There's a lot of trails and stuff. I've got to work on the location. That's why I haven't made the event thing public yet, because I'm trying to narrow down a good little spot that's right in that area. Like I said, if nobody shows up, that's okay. I'm going to be there anyways, so I've got a reason to be there. So if anybody wanted to join me, you're more than welcome to. Anyway, I just wanted to share that real quick, and then when I get the Facebook thing up, I will go live. I already told you, Galaxy, we're not going live next week, right?
Yeah, you did.
Okay. And then on July 5th, after the 4th, we got a special guest going to come on that has some news to share with us from somebody high up in the Chase Authority, should I say. So I'm hoping this person comes on and shares a little bit of information. They did a little request from me, and they have the knowledge that I didn't have on the subject. So I'm going to let them come on and share that. I don't want to do that myself. It'd be better coming from them. So I've kind of shared a little bit about that with Galaxy, so he kind of knows what I'm talking about. Because I think it'd be interesting, don't you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's
The person seems to be very knowledgeable too on kind of everything that's going on. So
yeah, has a different take on things, even though they're a little suspicious of a lot of things, they still have the knowledge to say, no, this is legit. This is legit. Everything's legit. It's just, even this person has reservations,
uh-huh.
So it'll be interesting to hear from this person. That person's on vacation right now, so we're just not able to have them on at this point in time. So yeah. So I think that'll be a good July 5th show.
Could definitely start off some fireworks, I'd say.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know about fireworks, but hopefully all
Yeah,
the
you're
fireworks
right.
are done
You're
after the 4th. Speaking of which, so considering the week we've had, or the week and a half we've had, I mean, my gosh, wait till 4th of July. What do you think's going to happen next weekend?
I try not to get myself pumped up for anything because nothing ever seems to happen. So
Right. Well, things happen, but
just get it over with, right?
yeah.
Just
Wouldn't that be nice? It's kind of like maybe answers or, well, so I'm curious about these 2 lawsuits that I keep hearing about. I'd like to know what that's about.
it hasn't been elaborated on at all, has it?
No, but I think it was mentioned that they might go live tomorrow to discuss it. Possibly. So hopefully we might get, some answers out of that. So I was looking at chat real quick. Hi, Fendi
I don't know
Jones
what
is in
Barb
the
was talking about, but she seems to think something's gonna happen too
Well,
soon. I
yeah,
don't know if that's something she was making happen or what, but
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what that would be or entail, but so Mud Turkey asks, have you been to the Sand Cave or Hensley settlement in the Cumberland Gap National Historic Park? I have not. I have a couple of photos of them in the book. Oh, shoot. Cool. I guess that answers that question. I've got his book here. I haven't read it yet, but I will look at the pictures though, if you say there's a couple of pictures in there. We all like pictures. Dan Barbarisi.
That's right.
I like on his website, he says, photos from my books. Well, that's funny. None of those photos are in your book. Don't you think that was like a big mistake for him not to put the pictures in there?
I totally agree.
And then he tells me that he can't show the high resolution ones because the publisher owns them. Well, I reached out to the publisher and I didn't get any answers at all.
Looking back on it too, why would he ever work with Dan to begin with? You know, as much as he's like not said a word,
Yeah.
why would he ever initially go through him like that?
Well, so in Dan's book, it says the reason why Dan felt that Jack was really interested in him was because he knew that Dan had acquaintance with Mike McDonald, who was willing to pay anybody $10,000. That's what it says in the book. So I know you don't have the book. I should probably just I don't know if I could probably scan it, but it'd take a while. It's a pretty good sized book, but I should just get it to you somehow.
Shoot, I should just buy it.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot in it. I mean, there is, but there isn't. It's just makes you scratch your head like, what? It's kind of like when Jack wants to meet up with Forrest to make sure it's his treasure. Like,
yeah, when he has to have him confirm.
Yeah. I mean, I get it if there was like, let's say the bracelet was never in there. And Jack finds the chest and he's like, wait a minute. The one thing that would be in here would be the turquoise bracelet.
But you can't even say that though. It's not like it was unnoticeable from the outside. I mean, it clearly looked like the chest he was looking for, you know, like.
Yeah, it's a hypothetical question, basically. Yeah. So, you know, I've offered that as an opinion. I'm just saying, it was a thought. Like, why was he so sure it might not be Force? What made him think that? Oh, there was something else. Oh my gosh, I'm missing something else. Did I tell you about the Walmart thing? Didn't I send you a snapshot of the Walmart thing on the Wonket? Do you remember that? Reading the Walmart?
I don't remember that.
Oh my goodness.
I don't think.
Oh gosh, I gotta find it now. Did I not send it to you?
Was it just today?
No. Oh man. There was a reference to Walmart. And I'm like, oh my goodness, there's a reference to Walmart. And Jack talks about stopping at a Walmart. Where was that at?
Oh yeah.
So that's going to drive me crazy. So this is my life. I'm going to tell you what my life looks like, Galaxy. There's 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So my life is all about Post-it notes. But like at work, I have post-it notes all over my desk. So, where did I
Serve
run
its
into?
purpose though.
So now I'm just so curious now where something was mentioned. I want to say it was Jack talking about. I'll have to find it because I'm going to have to share that because when I read that, I was like, wait a minute. Jack says he went to Walmart. Oh, where was that at? Okay, that's going to drive me crazy now. As if I need any more of that.
Gosh, I can't remember either.
I don't know either. I'll have to find it. I'll find it again. I want to say it was in the Wonka, where Jax is saying goodbye because he's
Oh,
leaving
really?
because of the whole harassment thing. But I don't think I got a screenshot of that, but I thought it was on there. I'm going to have to check that out. I'll have that for July 5th, I promise. And if I find it, I might go. If I go live talking about the Midwest Eastern meetup in Cumberland Gap, and I will share that on my live. So who knows? We may go live for half hour on next Wednesday. Who knows?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
It was just interesting how I found a connection, how Jack says he stopped at Walmart. And then I read something about Walmart. I thought it was, I'll just have to find it. That's going to drive me crazy. Starting to sound like somebody else, aren't I?
I will say Walmart is definitely pretty common, but
Yeah. It's just weird hearing it from.
yeah, I
I'm pretty
agree.
sure it was Jack. Yeah. Anyway, anything you got to add?
No, not really.
So I wonder if somebody is going to foyer or request the same thing that was requested of Santa Fe Police Department. I believe they're legit pictures, but now I mean there's some people out there saying, "Oh, that's a somebody photoshopped the chest in there." But Shiloh confirmed that it was a replica chest. So if Shiloh confirmed it was a replica chest that belonged to his grandfather, which is odd how he words that way, but like you pointed out.
Yeah, I'll say it. It's kind of weird that he would refer to it as his grandfather's chest.
Yeah,
When
knowing
it's
full well that that's kind of like a red flag. I mean,
yeah,
how
it
many other? Go ahead.
doesn't seem like you would refer to a crap when like a Walmart version of the chest as your grandfather's chest.
Right.
When this everything that revolves around this whole story is that chest.
Mm-hmm.
His chest is gone, supposedly.
Yes.
I would refer to it as the replica chest, the replica Vanetti's chest, and that's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm gonna have
Didn't
to
he
go back
say?
and watch. I'll have to go back and watch Treasure Warriors because you said that Shiloh sent pictures
Didn't he
of the
say that
one.
he owned it too?
What?
It
Yeah,
was, it was
Shiloh
his
said he
now.
owned it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. How did you say he had it in there?
Oh, the wording.
Yeah.
Oh, let me pull it up here. Says this was my grandfather's response when I asked him whether or not he was happy that the treasure had been found and recorded this while sitting with him in his library. At the time, he was sitting at his desk reading the hundreds of emails that people were sending him, and he and I were just sitting there thinking and reminiscing. I believe I took this voice recording very shortly after he confirmed on Dow's blog that the treasure had been found. Incidentally, this was the beginning of the first conversation that he and I had together after confirming that the treasure had been found. So this is in reference to the audio that Ben shared. That's on this post-it notes, these two post-it notes. So it says, Forrest's response was, well, Shiloh says, are you happy it's found? Are you happy it's found or disappointed? And there's some muffling going on. And Forrest says, hoopla is going to be over. And I'm sorry kids are going to go back into the game room. So yeah. Is that what you were talking about?
No, I was actually talking about the text message from Shiloh to Ben, where Ben asked, okay, Shiloh says, no, that is a replica chest which sat on my grandfather's desk off and on for a while. It's mine now, and I still have it. Ben says, thanks, man. Can I quote that? This will end 99% of conspiracy on this topic. Shiloh responds with, sure. Also, obviously, the chest was in a vault after it was found, just not my grandfather's. Wouldn't you put it someplace safe?
Yeah.
Obviously, the chest was in a vault after it was found, just not my grandfather's.
Okay,
I
I
feel
do
like
remember. Now I know what you're talking about. I do remember that.
it's just weird. It makes it sound like two different things right there.
Yeah, yeah. It does. It's strange wording, but I'm sure people think that I don't say things. Well, half stuff I say doesn't come out right sometimes. um, yeah, I wish he would have just said that's a Benetti's replica chest. It would have been so easy to say that. But it's like he didn't because he wanted everybody to think otherwise. Like was it intentional? You know what I'm getting at?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, but you said on their stream that he clarified that, right? Is that what you said?
Well, he showed pictures of a Venetti's chest.
Uh-huh.
And then I think there was a little bit more, back and forth where he might have confirmed that that was the one that was on the desk. I'm not sure.
I'll have to go back and watch because I didn't see any of that. I missed that part. Like I said, I don't listen to all these streams. I don't have the time for one. I've got too many other things going on. I've had birthdays going on and festivals going on, and we are remodeling the bathroom and the bedroom, and I've been trying to stay on top of that. And I've got a couple of these Tossinga games I've got to make. Oh, that's what I was going to share. I'm going to share that too. Let me do that real quick. Let me get it open here. Oh. Just trying to remember. Okay, Zoom. I think it'll let me open that. Let's see if it will. It's actually a PDF. Oh yeah, it will. Okay, good. Now let me share this. Technology is amazing.
Oh,
Let me
those
know
are
when you
cool.
can. Let me know when you can see it.
Yep.
Okay, so these are the games I make. This is what I'm going to make a couple that oops, let me get this. I'll make a couple to bring to it. So that's just a natural wood one. That's one I made for the Fenn finale in 2020. That's the one I gave away at the Fenn finale. I do put this artwork on there. That's from the book.
Oh, that's cool.
And the picture I didn't get. So so on the this was on the bottom of one, and then on the bottom of the other one, I had my wife, because my hand is not very good when it comes to, you don't want me to print something because my penmanship is not very good. Um, but she put the poem on there on the back, and then I drew Forrest's stick figure where he's fishing like on Once Upon a While
Oh, that's cool.
with the star down here. So that's on one side. I can't remember who won it. I don't remember their name now. But that's the one I did as a giveaway for the Finn finale. Surprised I don't have my Kansas City Chiefs on here. Oh, I guess I didn't put it on there. I do want Kansas City Chiefs also. But that's the Mizzou, Mizzou, the Missouri Tigers. Anyway, I thought I would share that because that's what I'm going to make a couple of those to take with me. So anyway, I think we should call it a night.
Okay.
I'll try to find the Walmart reference. I got to go back and figure out where I saw that at because I was like, wow, that's pretty interesting. And then I need to watch the Treasure Warriors because I missed that part you were talking about. I completely missed that. Anything else we're forgetting?
I need to go back and listen to that audio.
Which one's that?
The one that you said
Oh,
Ben played.
oh yeah, the one that's Ben played. Yeah. It's funny how you got something out of it and I didn't.
Yeah.
And then I got something that you did. That's silly.
Well, that's good that we're here to check each other.
Yeah. That or we're just hearing things and think we know what we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah, you're right.
As some people like to tell us. Like, that's a Vignetti's chest. No, it's not a Vignetti's chest.
Now you're just a newbie, and
Yeah, you're just a newbie. You don't know what you're talking about. I have no problem. Yeah. Hey, I'm sticking my neck out here, so that's what we're doing. We're just talking things out. We may not know anything, but we're talking things out, right?
but we're not speaking in fact. I don't
No,
think.
no. Yeah, definitely not. Um, I just, yeah, hope that Dan finally releases some high resolution pictures. It'd be nice if Carl would release a snippet of the video. I don't think he will because, well, we'll leave that for a different time.
How about Justin Posey? Show the inside of that chest.
Yeah. How about Justin Posey open that lid?
Prove me wrong.
Because you know why? It'd be like Pandora's box. Open it up.
Maybe he can't. Maybe that's a condition of
How
buying
about
it.
how about the bottom of the chest? Why can't we see the bottom of it? He told us what it said.
Big secret, huh?
Yeah.
I don't know what the big secret is on all of it.
They keep saying Netflix, I guess. I don't know.
They keep saying he's on Discord, but I'm still not joining.
If you would just join, you would solve all of our problems.
I'm holding out until you do.
Yeah. You're holding out till I do.
Yep.
Oh gosh. I feel like I don't have the time to deal with it.
Yeah, I know. I don't. It's hard to waste any more time than we already do.
Yeah. I mean,
We're all wasting our time, I think.
hopefully not. I think it's just, I'm curious to see if something's said tomorrow about the lawsuits, because I haven't even looked at any of that. Like I said. All right, well, let's call it quits. It's 9:30. Hey, we've been on over an hour. I'll send your check in the mail.
I think that's just about the right time. You know, we didn't drag it out or anything. So,
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everybody for stopping in and chat. Appreciate it. Later, Galaxy. I'll
all
let
right,
you
have a
know
good
about.
night.
Hang on a second. I'm just going to